doesn't even think about it, but puts it on the knight. So that's awkward. You know, he's spreading his joy around. He can have a 5/5 knight here. How important is a 5/5 knight compared to the 4/5 flying griffin? I think fairly important. I think happily. No. I'll just exile the griffin because I can make a centaur healer and gum up the ground fairly effectively. But the only way I can attack with this hand is if I attack in the air. And so, yeah, I'm getting rid of the griffin. I can make centaurs all day, but birds are forever. So he went straight to the exile. He's pretty well strung here on the battlefield. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. So here I just play the healer and pass. No, I'd certainly attack with some number of birds. I think a couple of birds can get in there. Yeah, since I'm gaining 3 life, which puts me in a pretty strong position. I get in there with a couple of birds. Hold back my Course of Might and my Avenging Arrow. Probably going to arrow the knight if I get the opportunity. Or, I mean, it's possible I just block the sentry with the centaur. He wastes his entire turn regenerating the sentry, and then I can Avenging Arrow it to death. Because that sentry is fairly annoying. Then getting rid of the knight becomes a slight issue, but I'm sure I can use Course of Might to somehow do that. So he's not attacking with the sentry because he's tapping his mana. So he wants to cast something this turn. That's interesting and annoying. Ooh, that is extremely interesting and extremely annoying. So he locks down probably the Pegasus and probably the Centaur, which means he can get in there with the sentry this turn, which means that I'm probably just going to +4/+5/+5 the bird and use it to eat the knight, which I'm fine with, but not abundantly okay with. I could alternatively use it to eat the sentry while he's tapped out in terms of regeneration mana, but I think my plan on the sentry is pretty solid going ahead next turn, and this way I prevent the most damage possible this turn, whilst still getting in my effective use of tricks. Damn, as always just the car, that is a good one. Could use like a Courser's Accord here, some way to kind of make a lot of creatures pretty fast. Or, you know, the Guild Mage is rarely a bad one. So here I think I just pass, awkward as that is. Maybe I get in there with 1 bird? No, I just pass. I just pass, because I think I'm happy to trade 2 birds for one of his 2/2s at this point. Even if he doesn't give me the chance. I'm certainly not the beatdown, and I don't want to just flat out lose to more detain stuff. So there's that. Which puts us both into a kind of top deck mode. Okay, attacks with the sentry. We go ahead with the plan. It's a little awkward, we end up trading 2 for 1 for the sentry, but we eat his whole turn. So, and getting rid of that sentry clears the board elegantly. Yep. Snap, regenerate. Regenerate the next time this would be destroyed. Instead, it's removed from combat. All combat damage is removed from it. But it still deals combat damage, which is fine. From my perspective, I can just Avenging Arrow it. So Centaur Healer was fine, gained me a lot of life, shut down a few of his attacks. I'm cool with it. Could really use drawing some non-lands here, deck. I think I'll attack with 1 bird. 1 is the loneliest number of birds. Okay, he detains my Pegasus, I imagine. Attacks with both his guys. Do I have any enchantments in my deck? I do not remember, and I've only got 4 minutes, so he could have like the fairy guy that returns this, and I don't think offhand, I can't think of any enchantments that are in my deck. So I'm just going to double block here and take my 2. 10 life, not a lot of life to be taking 4 damage at. And while my birds are important to me, that's a good draw. That's a good draw, that helps. It's a spell. You know, it's got power and it's got toughness. That's exactly what I was looking for. Things with power and toughness. Things that cost mana to cast them. That's what I needed there. I think I'm going to get a little bit greedy and attack with the bird, because if I don't start attacking with my birds, I'm never going to win this game. And the 1 damage may be a little irrelevant, but I think irrelevant damage is the best sort of damage. And he's got no tricks, which is good. And I've got more flyers, which is good. So here I can attack with my bird and my Pegasus, because it leaves back the same blockers as just attacking with the bird. And that's because he has a counterspell. But even if he has a counterspell... Ah, shit, I double-clicked the bird. That's what lag can do to you, friends. That is what lag can do. I mean, I doubt the 1 damage will be extremely relevant. But I doubt it'll be extremely irrelevant, you know. And pass the turn. That was a silly way to do things. Maybe it'll pay off, maybe if he has some detained stuff. This is game 3, isn't it? Yeah. May have to stop the recording, especially if it's lagging so much. Okay, nearly skipped through my entire turn there because of lag, and I F6'd on his turn. So here I'm going to attack with just Pegasus and a bird. And I drew like the best draw in my deck, because now I can start making centaurs. If I get down to 2 minutes, I'm going to have to pause the recording to try and finish this game. Right now I think it's fine, because I can just play this guy. I think I'm going to make centaur on my turn because of timing constraints. Normally you should never do that. Maybe he has a counterspell. He does not. Make centaur. Yeah, I think we can presume, or you can presume from this point, that the game goes like it did last time, make centaurs and win. I'm going to pause.